Hello class, today I'm going to teach you how to find the surface area of prisms and pyramids. So surface area is the sum of the areas of all its faces. So we have a three-dimensional figure. A rectangular prism we know has 6 faces. Okay, so we're going to add up all the area of each side, top, bottom, front, back, side, side. Okay, when you lay it out, it's called a net, and we're measuring in square units. So here's a rectangular prism. It has a width, a length, and a height. We unfold it, and here is the net to the right. Okay, so here's an example. So we're finding the area of each side. So there's a top, and there's a bottom. Okay, so the top and bottom, we have 7 times 4 times 2, because there's a top and a bottom. So 28 times 2 is 56. We have 2 sides. So that's 4 times 3 times 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. And then we have a front and a back. 7 times 3 times 2 is 41. And then we just add all of these together, and that'll give us our sum. So if we were gift wrapping this box, if we were painting the outside of this box, we would need 122 inches squared of gift wrap or paint, whatever it is. Okay? Great job. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay? So I see we have a top and bottom, we have side, and we have a front, and we have a back, okay? So our top and bottom is 9 times 6 times 2, which is 108. We have our 2 sides, which are 6 times 5 times 2, which is 60. And then we have a front and a back. 9 times 5 times 2, which is 90. Let's add all of them up, and you will get 258 meters squared of material or paint, whatever we need for this rectangular prism. Great job. Okay, here is a cube. We know a cube has 6 faces and all of them are the same. Okay, so we're going to multiply side times 6. So here's an example here. 12 times 12 times 12 is this cube. So 6 faces times 12 times 12. Well, I know 12 times 12 is 144, and 144 times 6 is 864 meters squared. Great job. Okay, here we have a square pyramid. So we know the bottom is a square, so that's 7 times 7. It's only one bottom, so that's 49. I can see I have 4 triangles. Okay, that are exactly the same because it's a square bottom. So how do you find area of a triangle? 1/2 times base times height. My base is 7. My height is 10. So half of 4 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 times 10 is 140. So we add those two together. 140 plus 49. We need 189 square meters of material or paint or whatever we're doing to this outside of the pyramid. Great job. Okay, so here's a real world application. A pint of chalkboard paint covers 60 square feet. What is the least number of pints of paint needed to paint the walls in the shape of a rectangular prism? Okay, so I need to draw a picture because that helps me. Even though I'm not a very good artist, it'll do. Okay. I know the length is 15. I know the width of the room is 13. And I know the height from the floor to the ceiling is 10. So we're painting the walls. We're not painting the ceiling. We're not painting the floor. So we don't need a top or a bottom. We need the front and the back. So the front wall is 15 times 10. And the back wall is the same. So we're going to multiply that by 2. So 15 times 10 times 2 is 300. And then we have our two sides. Okay, so 13 times 10 times 2. So 13 times 10 is 130. 130 times 2 is 260. Okay, we're going to add up those numbers. 560 square feet, or feet squared, is our total area. But we still didn't answer the question. What's the least number of pints of paint needed? If you know 1 pint covers 60 square feet, we're going to divide 60. About 560 divided by 60. Well, 60 can't go into 5, 60 can't go into 56, 60 can go into 560 9 times, which is 540. Subtract, add a decimal and a 0. 60 can go into 200 3 times. 180, we can stop. So how much paint do we need? We can't buy 3/10 of another can of paint. So we need to round that up. We need 10 pints of paint to cover these walls. Great job, guys. I hope this video helped you understand about surface area of prisms, cubes, and pyramids. Have a great day.